Hello everyone and welcome to another video on the channel. In today's video is going to be a super in-depth video and the only video you will ever need to understand and to trade supply and demand. Okay, so let's get started. We will start with the number one. What is supply and demand? Well, supply and demand is in everything. Okay, it's not just in trading, it's in the whole market. It's in life. Okay, you can see it in any single market. Every single product that you buy, there's supply and demand. Okay, so basically what it is that we are looking to buy, for example, this pair, GBP, JPY, at a cheap price. Okay, this is what we're looking to do. We're looking to buy very cheap and we're looking to sell very expensive. Okay, you can compare this with, let's say if you're a shoe dealer. Okay, if you have a shoe store, okay, and you're selling Jordans, what you want to do is you want to buy Jordans, let's say for $50, all right, or $40. And what you want to do at your shop, at your store, is you want to sell them for $150, okay? So if you sell them for $150, you have $100 profit. So this is exactly what we're doing in trading. We're looking to buy GBP JPY at, let's say, 155.900, and we're looking to sell at, let's say, 156.900. Okay, so we're profiting 100 pips, which is like $100. Okay, on the Jordans. So this is exactly what supply and demand is. We have demand zones and we have supply zones. We have buy zones and we have sell zones. Okay, you can call them whatever and however you want them. Okay, but it's that simple. We look to buy at low prices, at low points, and we're looking to sell at expensive prices at high points. Now, how to find supply and demand zones? It's very simple. We need to be looking for a break of structure. So as you can see right here, this high point, okay, you can see this high point over here, structure got broken. So this is a buy zone right now. As this structure got broken, it means that they wanted to break this price. They wanted to pass this. Okay, so the only thing we need to do is we need to wait for price to come back and then look for buys, which is the next step. Okay, same thing for sell zones. Okay, it would be this, but basically the opposite. I think there's even a way of flipping the chart, but if not, I'll have to draw it. Let's see. I know there was a way to flip the chart, but anyways, it's not over here. But anyways, so it would be the same thing. Okay, it would be this. Okay, break a structure. Price is coming back and moves further down. Okay, we can see a clear break a structure. This would be the valid area. Price comes back and respects it. Okay, so this would be basically step one and step two. Okay, so we need to be looking for a break of structure. So let me just remove all this so we can get to the charts and see some real examples. Okay, which is obviously what counts. So we already know this. Okay, so let us look at the chart. We're going to look at, for example, the 1 hour chart. Okay, so we are looking for a break of structure. Very nice. Perfect. So what do we see? We see strong movements. Okay, from here as well, strong movements from the top and from this area as well. Okay, perfect, interesting. What are we going to do? We're going to look if it broke previous structure. Did it break previous structure? It broke this structure. It broke this structure. It broke this structure. As you can see, 1, 2, 3, even more. So this is definitely a nice selling pressure, selling move. So what do we need to do? We can draw zones. In this case, we have two zones. We have one zone over here at the top. Okay. Zone over here. Price has not come back to it yet. And we have another one. you have this area right here. Okay. Now what happened? This is exactly the same as the drawing, guys. Okay, it broke previous structure. Price came back to the zone, and what happened? This is a trade. Okay, it couldn't be any simpler. Now, obviously, this combined with timing, knowing when to sell, all that stuff is very important. Okay, as explained, I think in another video that we have somewhere on the channel where we talk about trading session, trading times, and all that stuff. You can see the green is London. This brownish orange thing is London New York overlap. Then this sort of pinky thing is just New York. And as you can see, it happened again during London New York overlap, where obviously the most volume is, because all the banks in the whole world are open. So yeah, then you just go to your lower time frame, look for an entry, sell that stuff. Okay, very nice move. If you just hold it to, I don't know, this low, for example, over here, which is a nice take profit, it would literally take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 hours. Okay, you get in maybe around 2 p.m. my time, which is when New York starts, and you get out at 6, which is, just 4 or 5 hours, and you literally get, I don't know, 100 pips. 100 pips with maybe 10 pips top loss, 1 to 10. What else do you want, guys? Okay, this is couldn't be any clearer. So let's look for some buy opportunities. Okay, obviously this zone right here on the top is still valid. Okay, now it's just waiting time for price to come back to the zone, and if it comes back, then obviously nice area to sell. So let us look for some buy opportunities. Okay, I can see a very clear one already. As you can see, the 1 hour time frame actually gives a lot of opportunities almost every single day. Every single week there are opportunities. Not every single day, but I don't know, maybe 2 or 3 days out of a week there's some opportunities. Okay, so what are we looking at? Strong moves. Okay, did it break previous structure? Yes. Broke this previous structure. This. Just broke all this previous structure. Is it valid? Yes. What do we do next? We draw the zone. Okay, this would be our zone. What do? We wait for price to come back to the zone. Does it come back? It magically comes back. And here, obviously, you can find an entry. You can say, okay, I'm going to target this high. Let us see the timing again. It wouldn't surprise me. There we go. Same thing. First candle of New York open, London, New York overlap. What does it do? Comes in the zone, respects it. This took a little while. Okay, this took a bit longer. Maybe you got in at 2 or round 2. And basically the target got hit at midnight. So, that would be just a bit longer, maybe like 10 hours or something like that. But obviously, when you go to sleep over here, just the target will get hit automatically, and you just wake up in the morning again at London with, your target being hit, which is obviously nice because you're making money basically while you sleep. So, this is a nice move again of a little over 100 pips. Beautiful. Couldn't be any simpler. Just understanding supply and demand, and also timing, guys, because it didn't really happen during London. I just show you 2 examples, and 2 examples happened during the overlap. As you can see, most of the times it happens during this overlap. So I actually wanted to show you another one just for the educational purposes. So we're looking for strong moves. Do we see a strong move here? Yes, we see a beautiful strong move. Did it break previous structure? Yes, it broke this previous structure. It broke this. It broke all of this. So definitely valid. Okay, good. Do we draw a zone? Yes, we will draw a zone. There we are. Beautiful zone. Okay. What happens, guys? Price magically comes back to this zone. You can definitely find an entry somewhere. You can say, okay, I'm going to target to this low, for example, which would be a pretty big target. Would be 160 pips, so a bit more than 100 pips, but it's definitely valid because you can see very strong selling happen over here. You can say, okay, I'm going to target maybe a bit higher. I'm going to maybe target this area over here, or this, or this. That's really up to you. Okay, but you can target basically the start of the whole bullish move. So yeah, you can definitely find an entry over there. Just hold it. Let us see the timing again. Magically, guys, price came in the zone during London, but nothing happens until 4, which is also London New York overlap, which is again very interesting. Where you can see that definitely liquidity grab happen here. So we can even zoom in like on a smaller time frame. Let's see the 15-minute, for example. You can see how this happened over here. You can see liquidity run, nice pin bar, or even engulfing. You can enter over there very easily over here, for example, with stop loss, I don't know, maybe 20 pips or something like that. And you can just say, okay, I'm going to target this next low, remove this. And what risk to reward is this stuff? This is 1 to 8.5, and then you just wait and wait. Price goes a bit slower, and then it got hit at 11 o'clock next day. So basically less than 24 hours, and you made over 8%. So this is very, very nice trade. And yeah, guys, this is just very simple. Okay, this is, like I said, the only supply and demand video you will ever need. We explained what it is, we explained how to find the supply and demand levels, and we basically showed you how to enter and also when to enter, which is very important because you might know how to enter, but it's also important to know when to enter. And as you can see, this London New York overlap is just a perfect session to trade. Okay, there's not really much a better session to trade. You can even, if you want to, you can even avoid London and just trade, New York to cut down your work hours basically, and not stare at the chart too many hours. So this is definitely the moment when most trades happen. So yeah, guys, hope you liked this video. If you did, then we would appreciate if you can leave us a like or subscribe to the channel. We're uploading 3 new videos every single week, Monday, Wednesday, Friday. And yeah, if you have any questions about this, then let us know in the comments down below. We'll definitely get back to you. If you're looking for more in-depth training, you can check out our link in the description where we just have some information on our website about our training program and all that stuff. So yeah, definitely check that out. So yeah, guys, hope you like this video, and we'll see you in the next one.